Hello, all my fans. Welcome back to the Deranged Reader. Alright, it is finally time for the final video of the Christmas horror reading blog. And I am going to say, I cannot wait for these books to come back. So I am going to, do a pretty, I would say a lengthy review of all the books. I'm just going to review the two books that were a lot better than the third one. Alright. So, the 25 Gifts of Terror concludes with day 25, and it's about this couple that decides that they are going to go to a B&B to, and we find out in the course of the story that there is something really wrong about the owner of the place you're staying in. And as we progress on in the story, we find out not really much about the guy. We do know that his wife supposedly died when she was younger. However, this woman is alive, and this guy's name is George, claims that this woman is his wife. Finds out that yes, he is her wife. Sorry, she is his wife, but that she is not something that you should ever invite into your home. That's all I'm going to say about it. It was an interesting conclusion to the book and all that. Alright, I bought a Haunted Christmas Tree Farm. We get to Christmas Day, and we find out that Carl and Noah are blood related to each other, and they're a bunch of sick psychos. They really are. Carl, so when Artie, that's what they call him, Artie, died, his will was read. And the will states quite plainly that Roger is the owner of the Christmas Tree Farm. But if Roger cannot stay there until all the way towards the end of December, Carl gets the Christmas Tree Farm. Well, Carl decides to speed up his ownership of it by killing Roger and his entire family. And then, because Carl doesn't have long to live, Noah is going to kill his father, and he will inherit the Christmas Tree Farm. Here's the thing, it is only Carl and Noah. They're the ones that are planning on doing this. Their goal, their desire is to massacre every employee that works there, including the little munchkins. I'm like, what the hell? Are you telling me that Carl and Noah plans to kill every single employee? Yeah, you're 7 levels of shit. Seriously, these people are like no threat to you. But I guess when you're a sick fuck, you just don't care, and you raised your son to be another sick fuck. Well, we find out that the ghosts that are there are not evil or nasty or dangerous. They're actually friendly. Unless your name is Carl and you have a son named Noah, then they're not so friendly. But they were never a danger to the family. They were there to protect Roger and his family. And they're very good at their job. Anyways, Carl and Noah, spoilers, they get what's coming to them, which is a lot of fun. Then the last one of the last book, oh my god, I didn't even read much of this book. I just wanted this book to end. I literally was like, save me please. This book gave me a migraine. I give it 1 star on Goodreads. I absolutely detested this book. I absolutely did. So yeah, I am never getting this book. It was actually, I got it for free from BookBub or something like that. I was like, I'm deleting it. I'm deleting it. I'm deleting it. No, no. All right, so let's do a full review of the 25 Gifts of Terror and the Christmas Tree Farm. So the 25 Gifts of Terror and the Christmas Tree Farm are the only two of the three books that I gave a decent rating to. The 25 Gifts of Terror I gave 5 stars, and I bought a Haunted Christmas Tree Farm I gave 4 stars. So the 25 Gifts of Terror, for people that don't know, is a collection of short stories, one for each day up until Christmas. There are various different kinds of stories, and they were between decently written to really well written. I enjoyed all of them. Some of them might have been a little confusing. Some of them didn't really have a Christmas theme, more like winter, like snow and ice and cold. But not really going to complain too much. But yeah. Then I bought a Haunted Christmas Tree Farm. So we have Rogers and his family that move into this Christmas tree farm due to the death of his uncle Artie. And there they meet a whole slew of different kinds of characters. Most all of them are employees. Carl, Noah, Tony, a couple others, including these little munchkins who are there because, well, hey, hey, they need a seasonal job. They need love too. And over the course of this book, you have this figure that is a tall figure that's in the corner, all that. Then you got this one ghost that seems to be really attached to Jude. And later on, we're introduced to a third ghost by the name of James. I called it James is a Ghost. But these weird things happen on this Christmas tree farm that is, later on we find out, is not supernatural in any way, shape, or form. It is Carl and Noah basically scaring the pants off of this family. So towards the end of it, we discover, as I said in the beginning, that there is a will, and Carl gets the Christmas tree farm if Roger and his family drive away before the end of December. We find out that the tall figure, so spoiler, we find out that the tall figure that has been watching it is actually Uncle Artie. He is ensuring that Roger keeps the farm and Carl does not get it. Carl gets chopped up in little bitty tiny pieces. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Noah gets folded by Uncle Artie, because Uncle Artie has no intention of allowing Carl and Noah to have anything. The ghost that was enamored with Jude is actually Carl's younger brother, who died when he was very, very young, most likely at the hands of Carl, though the book does not clarify if Carl actually killed his brother or not. The third ghost is James, who has traveled to say goodbye to his parents and wish them a Merry Christmas. At the end of it, the three head off to where people go after they have died. And it's a very, very interesting book. The ghosts are not scary. The ghosts are not terrifying. They're just overly protective of Roger and his family, which I thought was an interesting take on it. Alright. So it kind of proves that not all ghosts are angry or dangerous or whatever. Okay. So, now that I have done those reviews. Okay, so on my banner, it says videos once a week. And that is what I'm going to be doing, is videos once a week. Now, Now, sometimes I will not do a video that week because I'm in the middle of reading a horror book. But what I am going to do starting Monday is I am going to show you the book that I will be reading, and then when I am done with the book, then I will do a review. So even though I say I post videos once a week, there is a very good chance that probably will not happen, because I just want to sit down and I just want to enjoy the book. I don't want to be doing what I usually do and like hurrying up and trying to read this book. I'm not going to do that. I'm definitely going to be taking my time with these books. So Monday I will show you the book that I am going to be reading. I'm going to be, in all honesty, I will probably do a video where I combine like what I am reading now to what I have already read. So I was going to read more of The Orphanage by the Lake. Unfortunately, I was so busy reading all my books on my Kobo app and stuff, I did not get to it, but I will get to it. Don't worry. So yes, so I will try to do videos once a week. I just, like I said, I want to take my time with these books and just, you know. Anyway, so thank you so much for following me during the 25 days of Christmas horror. And yeah, we should do this some other time. So thank you everybody for responding to my videos. Thank you everybody for watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. So yeah, alrighty. So that's it. And until next time, stay spooky, stay scary, and keep reading the horror books. Bye.